off the side of the road. Branches trimmed and grasses mowed. There is a snake with his head disposed. Incidental carnage, collateral pain. Bird smacks into the glass. Shaking, heaving, heavy gasps. With every leap of bloody mass. Accidental damage, casually made. Collateral
So, today is a very exciting day because it is Monday, the 20th of October, and I'm flying to New York City today. Why am I doing that? Well, besides the obvious, besides New York being one of the most beautiful, exciting places to go to in the world, in 2020 I released a vlog on my YouTube called I Went to Paris to vlog my mate's band, and I think it's still one of the coolest things I've ever done on my YouTube. I had an amazing time, and it kind of overlapped the travelogue and gig vlog video. And ever since then I've been wanting to top that, and I had it at the back of my mind, how do you go one up from Paris? There's pretty much one city on earth that I think most people would agree would be a one up from that. And it is New York City. It is a place that I have grown up with such a huge part of the culture influencing my childhood of. I grew up on a diet of Friends and Spider-Man, and when I got a bit older, The Strokes, and I've always had dreams of going out there and discovering all these beautiful, tiny little hidden music venues tucked away in parts of the city where bands like The Strokes would have started their careers. So that's exactly what we're doing. It ended up lining up really well for me. There is a band called The Antlers, who a lot of you might know for their album Hospice, which is a beautiful, gorgeous album, and one that I feel emotionally very personally close to. They have released a brand new album now called Blight, and there is a launch show for it happening this Wednesday. I looked at travel, I looked at accommodation, and everything just lined up beautifully. So we are going to be flying out to New York City. We're going to be staying in Brooklyn, and I'm going to be vlogging that gig, hopefully. Hopefully they'll let me into the venue with the camera, but obviously going to New York, it's just not something you do on a whim. It's not something that doesn't also have a lot of opportunity there, so I'm going to try and make a bit of a fun holiday of it as well. We're there for 4 days, and we're going to be flying out from London Gatwick Airport in about 7 hours, barring any major issues. Now, one of the other big inspirations on my channel was Casey Neistat, so I want to make sure I experience New York City properly. I might have a little bucket list of things that I want to do, partially inspired by Casey. And you guys are coming along, so let's do it. Great start to everything. So I was at the check-in desk, and on my traveler form for the flight, I had put Tim as my name, but on my passport it says Timothy. And according to the woman at the check-in desk, the system was trying to charge me £850, which is more than the price of my flight and almost hotel together to change that name. Luckily, very nice manager managed to wave it through for free. So that was a disaster, just about averted. So here we are, all checked in. I'll give you the quick room tour. It's not especially mind-blowing, but it's a nice space. Got the double bed, got the TV where I can watch loads of trashy American reality shows. I'm hoping there's some Friends on there. I don't think Friends is trashy. It's actually one of the main reasons I came here. First impressions of New York. I mean, JFK getting through it was not as hard as I was expecting. Very chill on border control. I was a little worried, especially when I was seeing things about that, the dude who had the JD Vance meme on his phone. That was all fine. Also, if you have ever been to London and got the Underground, the subway here is pretty much the same. It is a little more run down, but if you can navigate the London Underground, you can navigate here in New York. And it's super easy with contactless, probably a lot more expensive, but you know, it's New York, you expect it. The view out the window is not what it could be. I know there are some rooms here that have incredible views. You can see a little bit of the city there. So I might have a little wander out this evening, because it is currently about 6:30, to see if I can get a good view of the city this evening. And I don't know if I feel like trying to find anything to do this evening. In Brooklyn, Wednesday is the big gig day. It's Monday now. There's a few things I want to do. That is the main course of action. The main thing to do is sit down and do a little checklist of achievements, let's call it achievements, while I'm here in New York to fulfill. I've literally just put on my story a Brooklyn street sign and someone messaged saying I live like 10 minutes away from here. I already knew I had like one friend in Brooklyn, but I wasn't expecting another, and he said check out Sunset Park, it's great for sunsets. So I feel like that's the mission for this evening, the first evening. I love travelling this way because I left the UK at about 1 PM and I arrived in New York at about 3:55 PM local time. It was 8 PM UK time, but 3:55 here. So you feel like you've lost the whole day, you know, waiting around an airport, sitting on a plane, but really you've gained some time back because of the way that time zones work. It's kind of trippy, but I'm not feeling at all jet lagged, and I'm hoping it's not the case the other way as well. Honestly, I think the maddest thing about being here for me is how straight and long the roads are. There's just nothing even remotely like this in Europe. The long, straight, wide roads, it's blowing my mind. It's like being on a different planet. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say mission failed, because that is Sunset Park, I'm pretty sure. There's just a couple of guys throwing around a baseball on there, and I'm sure they're cool and everything, but it doesn't look like much of a park. There is another bigger park nearby with a zoo, but I think I left it too long. It's more Moonlight Park at this point. Maybe they do get amazing sunsets in here. I want to go down to the water and see if I can get a view of the city, because that's like the quintessential New York experience. That's pretty amazing. It's kind of hard to pick out the city. I think this part is like all shipping freight and stuff like that, so it's quite hard to get close to the water, but you can see a bit of the iconic skyline. I'm just expecting like Cloverfield to pop up and destroy everything. Oh my god, chat. It's an actual raccoon. It's an actual New York City raccoon. Hello. What? No way. Are those cats? Hello. There's like stray cats everywhere. What on earth? Hello. You just got... I'll jump over the fence. Not really. There you have the city. I'm not sure how much you can make it out, but best view I can get from here. And that's where the raccoons are. So I apologise in advance for the deafening wind, which will probably be ruining the audio, but having wandered down, it's like it does illegal shipping pier, I guess you'd call it. I did actually manage to get some quite cool shots, and yeah, hopefully you saw those raccoons as well. Or just the one raccoon and the cats. That's crazy. There does seem to be a kind of soul and a magic about this city already that I never felt in London. I am biased, but I just had a feeling that New York just had something about it, like an extra bit of magic. So I now got to live every British person's dream and have an American McDonald's. I think I'm really settling in well here. That was a fun little evening adventure. My takeaways from American McDonald's. I was expecting a lot from the fries because another New York or another kind of American versus British brand media thing that I'm into is Insider Food Wars, where they compare British to American food. And one of the big fast food takeaway things that the American dude says in that series is the American McDonald's fries are made with animal fat and they're so much better. And they were noticeably different. I think at first I didn't notice it as much, but the more I ate of them, the more I realised how much richer they are. And they are good. Like for a medium Big Mac meal, which, you know, you gotta have a Big Mac, the drink is not as laughably big as I thought it would be. There is a whole meme about how much bigger American drinks are than UK ones in fast food. I feel a lot more full, but I don't feel it's outrageous. I think there's probably a lot more salt in the food, so they need more of the liquid. The Big Mac itself, the sauce was maybe a tiny bit richer, but otherwise, all the same, and good stuff.
Mornings come, you watch the red sunlight. LED still flickers in your eyes. All you ought to spare, face the razor, because no one's gonna spare time for you. You ever sleep on the floor of our school gym, thinking of you and wondering if anyone else could begin to listen.
First American coffee review, really good. Shout out to Cafe Noob in Brooklyn. I mean, it feels a lot like a UK coffee shop. It feels like a lot like a London coffee shop, but weirdly kind of more peaceful, more chilled. Like I was waiting to see how intense New York was. Admittedly, I haven't experienced the centre yet. I'm just kind of on the south of Brooklyn. But compared to London, it does feel a little more chilled here at the moment in terms of people go their own pace. There are some people going quick, some people going slow. But the coffee I had, probably like a UK coffee, a bit richer, just a latte, and it's one of the best lattes I've had, so New York living up to the coffee hype. Now I'm actually going to make this list of goals that I didn't do last night because I fell asleep watching Yu-Gi-Oh! This is going to be a big leaf taken out of Casey Neistat's book. I've got the piece of paper, New York bucket list, and I drew a little picture of the Statue of Liberty, but it kind of looks a little bit cursed. So, starting out with the plan for today, because it's Tuesday, I've got my big gig tomorrow, but I think we can fit in a smaller gig today, after some big central New York fun. So, I am going to be putting straight off the bat, Rockefeller, top of the rock, rock of the top. And since we're in the centre anyway, it makes sense to put Times Square and get a New York slice, because I've said a lot, I'm really into series on YouTube like BuzzFeed Worth It or Insider Food, and I remember watching the BuzzFeed Worth It New York $1 pizza versus $100 pizza, or whatever it was, episode where they got a New York slice at Joe's. So it'd be really cool to try one of those. As well as this, the obvious one, go to NYC gig. So we've got the Antlers tomorrow, kind of the reason that I'm here. But today I think we might be able to sneak in another gig as well with an artist that I don't know. I want to get into the scene and explore it. Back in Birmingham, I put on my own indie gigs. I grew up listening to The Strokes. I have been non-stop listening to The Strokes, walking around Brooklyn today in the morning, and I've just felt so happy. Living my Julian Casablancas delusion fantasy. So I want to find a lot of places where new upcoming bands like The Strokes, The Antlers, Grizzly Bear will be performing, and I reckon we can do a decent job of that. So there's some other stuff that I would like to do that I think we won't fit in today, but hopefully later in the week. I would love to firstly see the Statue of Liberty. I also love climbing, I love bouldering, so towards the rest of the week I want to try and find a bouldering gym. There's also a lot of cool Brooklyn side quests that I reckon I can undertake. So I've had the Dumbo Market recommended to me, and also something called, I might correct this on the vlog if I'm misremembering it, but I think it's called the High Walk. I think it's like a walk over the bridge, and it's looking quite scenic, so I'm going to put High Walk in there. Another TV show that I love that's kind of pivotal.
Pivot! Pivot! Pivot!
In me loving New York City growing up is, of course, Friends. I think being in my late 20s to early 30s this year is what made me drawn back to Friends, because I watched it as a kid and now it's like they're finally my age in that show. So I want to find the real central perk, which doesn't exist, but there are some fan tourist type cafes that they've made to fulfill the desires of British people like me, probably visiting New York. To, I think we've done a pretty good job here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on the bucket list. Obviously this is subject to change. I might add stuff, but I'm confident that we can get all of these done. And today, as I said, we're kind of focusing on Manhattan and a lot of the really touristy attractions, Top of the Rock, Times Square. They're all within a close space to each other, so it makes sense to check them all off. And then later, we're hopefully going to meet up with a friend and check out a zoo that's nearby in Brooklyn as well as a cool gig this evening. Let's do it. Justice to how tall these buildings are. It's almost impossible to film here. How did Casey do it? You can't frame this city, it's too tall. You can't even fit it in one shot. It's got to keep panning up.
In New York, that was the NYC suite now.
You can just see Statue of Liberty in the distance. Yeah, it's definitely just reminding me of Birmingham Library right now. So Top of the Rock is pretty much a must visit. It's so beautiful, it's so breathtaking, it's everything you've grown up with. And it's 40 bucks, like how much it cost me. So what's that, like 32 quid, something like that. It's so worth it. And yeah, just awe-inspiring. It's like everything as a wide-eyed kid I saw in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movie. And now I'm going to walk to Times Square and see it for about 5 seconds before running away.
5 seconds. 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 5 se
It's the famous Rockefeller ice cream. And a banger of a song by Vampire Weekend. I feel like that's definitely in one of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. Is this where near the Green Goblin attacked Harry and MJ? It's like a giant cat in a window. One of the crazy things about here is how old these buses look. Like in the UK, you just wouldn't see buses looking this old. It looks like stuff we'd have in the 1980s, so... I really don't like the London Underground, but I'm grateful for how modern our transport is. It's a lot like cleaner and more modern in the London Underground, even if the actual tubes are less pleasant than... There you go. Lots of big adverts, basically. Yeah, so Times Square was honestly fine. Shout out to the football team on tour, who I took a photo of, and then they took a photo of me. It looks like there's no Friends Cafe in Times Square, so I might try and find another one somewhere else. But now, the New York slice, the staple of this city. There was Joe's Pizza over there. I don't know if it's a chain, I'm pretty sure it's a chain, but it's one of the places they went to on Worth It. And I think it was probably the Worth It winner, so hopefully there won't be a massive queue. That is the queue, so I've changed my mind. I can get pizza somewhere else without queuing that much. New York slice attained. Shout out to Il Matone. Even just being in there, man, it's like the community here is crazy. It's like being in a scene from a movie, like a woman walks in, instantly recognized by the owner, start chatting. There's so much culture here. There's such like a warm sense of people. You just imagine I'm on Worth It now. Oh wow, that is awesome. Obviously the thing they have in American pizza, which is less common in the UK, is you shake toppings on it, like maybe some Parmesan, maybe some, I think it's basil or grated oregano, and it's so good. It's so fresh. I feel like a real New Yorker now. I can even hear the police sirens. I'm not exaggerating. It's the best slice of margherita pizza I've ever had in my life. Best ever. Well, there you go. I think I did read it was closed down, but 368? The Casey Neistat place. Huge reason I wanted to come to New York in the first place, to be fair. So it's a shame that it's closed, but it is kind of cool just sitting across the road looking at 368, because if you're like me and you've watched a lot of Casey's vlogs, you can kind of just visualize that exact road across the street with so many of his vlog intros. And I know he's not as active anymore. I think he's moved out of New York, or only still comes back sometimes, but it was a time in my life when it was a bit rougher for me and I wasn't doing so much. And just watching his vlogs every day, it was like living a bit vicariously, and it really inspired me to get creating again. And now, you know, being here in New York City, one of the most creative and inspiring places in the world, it's a cool full circle moment, I think. I can't believe this is so close to the centre of New York. Way more chill than any park in London. What an amazing zoo.
You didn't allow recording inside.
Exactly. Do you want to be on the vlog, Ali?
Sure.
Sure. We were going to go to Prospect Park Zoo, and because of Ali, the only reason I came to New York, and you ruined it, Ali.
It's my fault, I know. I'm so sorry.
I was saying earlier, if people don't know Ali, I don't really recognize her when she's not at Inhaler gigs. You're like the queen of Inhaler fandom, right?
Oh yeah. I've been to over 30 shows. Very bad reputation.
Really? What for? Just
Camping.
throwing things at Eli on stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Rocks and tomatoes.
Really? I know sometimes he can like perform not that well, but that's kind of harsh. And best inhaler track is Slide Out the Window, yeah? Yeah, it is.
It's Love Will Get You There.
Love Will Get You There. Okay, it's a pretty good tune. These guys, man. Is this normal for New York? Yeah. There you go. That's the off the beaten track experience. You just hold it like that and you speak. You're like, hey guys, welcome to my.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, welcome to my vlog. We are at Prospect Park and people are drumming very loudly. Oh wait, I can actually like... Oh, they're actually standing. I thought they were sitting down.
It's impressive to be like drumming and standing, to be fair.
Is it not? Wait,
I think so.
Yeah.
Having a great time. There you go.
Yes.
In focus. You're vlogging. So yeah, Ali kind of ruined the whole zoo thing by being late, but it was actually really cool hanging out with her, so she gets off the hook. And I did manage to find a gig at a venue called Baby's Alright. A big shout out to Ruby. It's kind of gutting because she's a great artist who I've interviewed recently, last video on my channel. She had a show there that's literally just been cancelled, but that's how I found the venue. And I wanted to go to an underground venue in New York, so we're going to check it out and try and see an artist there tonight. So Spider-Man. All right, there you go. So we're gonna see if you can buy tickets on the door here. I'm hopeful.
It's just now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. Daydreaming of a life that I won't know until we try. No. Baby, we're friends until we're not. Tell me. Two fates that aren't connected but have been affected.
So the good news is, we got into the gig, $20 on the door. Sorry about the lighting. And it was amazing. It's so cool being here at a gig in NYC. This venue, Baby's Alright, is just like London O'Meara. The bad news is, I just bought a drink, right? It's the first time I've ever bought a drink in New York. And the bar staff, server asked me, open or close? I had literally no idea what that meant, so I just said open. And I think it's like they just keep your card and charge you at the end. And now I'm not really sure what the repercussions are. I think I have to order a second drink. But I had no idea what open or close meant. So that's fun.
Like this, saying I love you. We're a party trick, your attention to me.
So I am absolutely exhausted, but what a day. This might be one of the best days of my life, honestly. So much packed in, and a lot to update on the list first of all. Straight off the bat, I realised when I took the photo, I just wrote New York here as a checklist. That's fucking stupid. It's meant to say New York Slice, and we did that. I had a New York Slice. It was the best slice of margarita pizza I ever had. It was so good. We have done Rock of the Top, top of the rock. I wrote it that way as a joke. It was obviously a joke. I hope no one thought I was accidentally writing it that way. Times Square, we survived it. It was a little more chill than I was expecting, but also as I walked a little bit further out of the actual square, there were those guys who were like trying to shove CDs into my hands. I've watched videos about them, I've heard about them. They put the CD in your hand and then try and charge you. I swear it's illegal, but I think it's only policed in the actual square, so the moment you step like a meter outside of it, they go for you. We have gone to a New York City gig. It was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely incredible. I was not expecting to experience a gig that good before the Antlers tomorrow. The Antlers tomorrow is the big gig, but we managed to catch one tonight at the beautifully named Baby's Alright, and I just had a great time. It really reminded me of London Mirror, even with the whole card debacle. It was great. It was great. Sea Statue of Liberty, we're not there yet. Bouldering, we're not yet. Central Park cafes, or Central Perk cafes, we're not quite there. I think there are some other ones out there. There's not the one in Times Square, but C368, Casey Neistat Studio. He may not still be renting it, but we have checked that off. So we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a day. Really good going, 6 overall. And that leaves only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6 to go. The zoo wasn't there. The zoo was never even on the list, so I think I'm going to add it just to slander Ali for missing it. There you go, NYC law. I'm going to go eat Chipotle and then go to bed. This is incredible. Not a bad view, man. So this is Staten Island. So I feel like Staten Island is one of those very few, this ferry specifically, must-do things that I would say for literally everyone. Because it's free. It's like you get a free ferry, you get to see the Statue of Liberty and then look back on this island. It is so windy out there. I'll have muted it on the footage, but honestly, any audio that I recorded while I was on that boat on the front, obliterated, absolutely obliterated by the wind. It was like being in a gale force storm, but it was really cool as well. And it's just beautiful, it's just awe-inspiring. And like I said about Cloverfield, I watched it last night, so it's nice seeing the statue with its head attached. It did freak me out a little bit. I'm not sure I'd recommend watching Cloverfield while you're staying in New York. It is kind of astounding to me how beautifully quiet it is here on Staten Island. Like, as someone who spends a lot of time in London, you would have to travel for a very long time to get anywhere that's just this peaceful in London. And I think it made me realise, I didn't know until I got here, the River Thames is a river. New York is basically just a coastal town. It's by the sea, and you've got these beautiful big bodies of water.
There's a reason why I love South Bank in London. It's like that big open space is a place where you can't have buildings, you can't have people, so you can just get a free ferry across Staten Island and it's so chill out here. It's like, I don't know, I'm sure Londoners know some spots, but I've been to London a lot and there's nowhere this close to the city centre in London you can get literally for free. There's this chill. It's so amazing over here. Also, I found a baseball stadium. This has got to be baseball, right? I have no idea who plays here. I think there's some people on the pitch. It's like, but it's got to be baseball. On my way to Dumbo Market, and this caught my eye across the road. There is our cool record store. Didn't even have to look for one on maps, just walked past it. Sung Tongs, Merriweather Post Pavilion, Strawberry Jam, 1,000 Wasted Brooklyners are depressed. That's the vibe. And there we have it. Q Strokes, Brooklyn Bridge to Chorus. Massive shout out to Caius at Veritas Records, who was working, and we just had a beautiful chat. It was like a long kind of half-hour chat about music, like Animal Collective Strokes. He basically told me Bushwick is where all the best new kind of alternative indie music in New York is now. Sorry for the wind, it's so windy. And I think having a conversation with someone in a New York record shop, that is big bucket list, ticked off, even if I didn't fully write down the conversation bit.
Let's put away the words. I don't blame them for their curtain call, 'cause I'm for the road. I wanna call them back on purpose. Spring in Thompson on the 1st of May is horrible. We hit in Canada. So now I'm sleeping next to mousetraps and a bag of coats. Oh, I hope that you won't come home. It was easier to lock the
It's kind of
door.
crazy eating pizza next to the street where one of the most depressing song lyrics of all time was written. It genuinely feels really nice here, but I guess I don't have the trauma associated. This is the High Line. By far, the number one craziest thing about this city is how quickly, literally from block to block, street to street, it'll go from feeling like London to Paris to even Birmingham in some places. But then also there's bits like this that are so unmistakably New York. There's nowhere else in the world that feels like it. The streets are so wide. I think that's why it's, for me at least, more pleasant than London. You have more space pretty much everywhere because it's like the American cliche, everything's bigger here. But it's a big kind of headspin sometimes when you feel like you're kind of in one city one moment and then you've kind of transported to a totally different culture the next. Like when you're in Brooklyn sitting on the street eating pizza in a table, it's kind of like al fresco. It feels like Paris. But then now I'm by the river with this beautiful High Line green walkway. It's a bit like South Bank in London.
There'll be time your brother in. The words that you sting like stone old walls. Do you remember when I said, go through the rocking man? And we ran through the woods to our good house. We joked about the things that he could say. So I dug out, go down to find some.
This is the big day for me. This is the reason that I really came to New York in the first place, or at least the excuse I needed to go ahead and dive in and book a trip. It is the Antlers at Le Poisson Rouge, a band that I have grown up listening to, a band that way back in 2009, when their album Hospice first came out, I discovered just at the age of 14, and I've had the privilege of interviewing them since. And Peter actually knows that I'm coming to this gig, the lead singer of the Antlers, and has managed to get me a photo pass so I can film the gig properly and maybe even get him a little cameo on the vlog. I've added a couple of extra bonus tiles on the New York bucket list, which is a Brooklyn record store. I want today to be an homage to New York indie music, but also try and find some venues that bands like The Strokes cut their teeth in. And there is a legendary venue called Arlene's Grocery that I already followed, I already knew before I came to New York, so I definitely want to go down there, check it out in a day. I don't know what it's like when there's not a gig on, but if not, there is a show on Thursday evening that maybe I'll be able to catch as well. Literally on my way to Le Poisson Rouge to see Antlers. That is a record store. That is what I'm talking about. And there it is. The reason I'm here in New York. The Poisson Rouge. The Antlers tonight, doors at 7. It's about 6 now. So I just need to find a good coffee shop to sit down, because I've been walking a lot today. Shout out to Mokomo, or Mokomo, where I sat just recharging, getting ready for a gig. And now, it's Antlers time, baby. Good sign. Already a line. Yo, this venue's cool. This is not what I was expecting.
Thank you, I'm glad you're excited about that. So be fair, I don't think about what I can't say, but now I won't stop staring at me. That's what I've done, but quickly divorced from your agony done. There's a snake with his head disposed. He's a gentle carnage colliding pain.
So there you go, that was an absolute dream. I got to catch up with Peter after the show as well, which was really, really cool. Just to meet him in real life, and he was really graceful and kind, so yeah, dream really. I was always going to come to New York, and there were so many reasons to, but I think, you know, this gig, without it, I wouldn't be here. It's the reason I'm here now, so wow, I feel like I peaked on Wednesday and I got a day and a bit to go. And the other really cool thing about the whole experience, I did get recognized for my interview. The person I was chatting to had seen my interview with Peter, so there's one for the bucket list. Recognized at a gig in New York. That'll do me. That'll do me. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It is Thursday, my last full day in New York. I feel like there's going to be a big emotional hangover from being here. Now, in terms of plans for today, the big one for me is to go to a Brooklyn climbing gym. I have found one, it's called Boulder Project. I think it's a chain, it looks really cool. So I'm hoping they do shoe hire, because the gym I normally go to in Birmingham, they let you hire shoes. I don't own any, I haven't obviously brought some with me. So as long as I can there, that'll be fine. Now, the Central Perk Friends location is a little tricky. There is a Friends experience, but I think it's like $60 to go. You can probably imagine I've already spent a lot of money to get here and then on this trip. And whether I want to spend another $60, I love Friends. I really love Friends. But I'm weighing up whether that is worth it. So maybe that'll be on the agenda today. And also, we have a gig at Arlene's Grocery that we might go to in the evening. Arlene's Grocery is a legendary indie venue, and it is one that the Strokes played early in their days. So I think it would be really cool to make it the hat trick of gigs. Make sure that it's 3 in 3 days. I just want to maximize my time here, and I'm really proud of how I've already done that. Like, I know I have, but I just want to keep, you know, the foot on the gas. Speaking like an American already. I've only been here like 3 days. And make sure that we end on a high. Yeah, I caved. We're doing the Friends experience. My inner 90s kid would never forgive me if we didn't.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome.
In this less large but equally comical New York City apartment, you'll get to see them both. Many fans watch Friends for the jokes.
Joey, who was an unemployed actor, interviewed people on Saturday and was at work on Sunday. So there I was at work with a little basket and a baby. And I remember the cast of the fittings were like, "Is that your little baby?" I mean, she was so tiny. She was only 3 days.
The lighting here is amazing. Oh man, it's weird in the best way though. It's like you never got to walk here around before. Oh, the illusion is ruined, man. There was never any stairs.
This is not gonna work. So, White House would go Manhattan.
Okay, well, he returned things to go.
What about things that are already?
As comfortable as you expect. Believe the hype.
Great night. It really
My God.
was.
Look, Arlen's gonna leave the stage.
Rach, hey, it's fine. You're at Joey.
Here we go. That's the crest on my school uniform. That's King Edward's crest, I think. So there you have it. That definitely counts. That is a bucket list 100% ticked off. Sorry to break it to you guys though, but the actual Central Perk coffee, the first Americano I've had while I'm here. I don't normally like Americanos, and I don't really like this. I'm more of a filter coffee guy, and this just tastes like bitter water, to be honest. Oh well, what a beautiful experience. It's kind of like, I was 50-50 about it. It's quite expensive, but if you like Friends, go to it. It was just firing up all the serotonin in my brain, just walking around like, oh my god, I'm on the set. It's a big part of why I've always glamorized New York. I grew up watching Friends, so you know. And so now, another one for the bucket list. Here we are in probably the biggest park in the world. I need to check that. There's probably some national parks that are bigger, but the biggest urban park in the world, and yeah, always wanted to come here. So, this is the arch from Cloverfield. You've got one where, at the end, the final two characters are sheltering from the airstrike in. So I was watching a film with this featured Grey Shot Arch last night. If you don't know Cloverfield, it's like Godzilla, but set in New York. And apparently, J.J. Abrams, who produced it, was originally, or at one point, going to call the film Grey Shot after this arch, because it is the final scene. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, every time I do hear those sirens, I am just thinking Cloverfield. It feels really eerie in here. Union Street Pizza was immense. I'm telling you guys, when I leave here tomorrow, I'm going to go into such a deep depression because every single slice of pizza I have here beats every single slice of pizza I've had in the UK. I'm pretty sure, maybe apart from like one place that used to exist near me, shout out Pizza in Moseley, but it's shut now. So honestly, it's the crust. The crust, it's so crisp at the bottom, and I don't know what it is about the UK. We just don't do that. Maybe I need to find a place. Definitely in Birmingham, I swear. I've not seen anywhere, but yeah. The pizza in London's just not fit to even like polish the boots of the pizza in New York. But now we're going to try and find a bouldering gym and hopefully be able to get all set up there and tick off the penultimate square on my little New York bingo card. So that was awesome. I ended up getting in for free because the most part of the gym was being, I think, either renovated or the routes were being changed or something. So they just said you can use the training wall, the two diagonal blue things that I think I had a quick video of. I have a little rule with myself because I spend so much time on camera or broadcasting or doing whatever. The one thing that I do that I can't film myself doing is bouldering, because it's kind of meant to be a bit more meditative. Not that I'm good at it. I'm okay. I was kind of humbled in that gym, but I made some cool new friends. And I think that's the thing I love about bouldering gyms. It's always a very kind of chill, ego-free environment. It's like, if you fail, you just look at it and go, okay, what did I do wrong? Like, how can I learn from people around me? And it's very supportive for that. So there you go. I feel like we've achieved pretty much everything we wanted to. Not even like it was an objective, this trip, but just so many really awesome things I wanted to do that we've done. So yeah, you have my heart, New York. There are just times in life when you're lost for words, and this is one of them. I kind of don't want to go. It's so perfect here. Just go to that place you want to go to, man. Like, if you're like me, find a gig. If you're not, just any excuse, you know, because it's a truly beautiful world. And if you want a reason to keep going, there's one that I'm filming right now. The Strokes are played here, so it's one I'm glad I could check off the bucket list. Let's do it.
Postcards from Paris and shit from your parents. Yeah, I could give all that away. And I should know better, can't hold on forever. I've already run out of space. Our perfect moments are lined up on shelves in my brain. I don't wanna remember how you left me, or I'll never let you go. I don't wanna add to the stack of memories for the good times slideshow. All of this is normal, how are they having fun? And why am I the only person back at square one? Well, don't get down, cause you always got one more try. Oh, you can cut your hair, baby, and think it'll go away. Find some nice new friends, new fancy job, new thing. Stick around for the other two bands are so good.
How long should we wait until we play? Okay, we're gonna do it at 5. So talk amongst yourselves. We're gonna talk amongst ourselves, and then we will meet in the middle and talk about what we talked about.
one I caught when I started. Living the life like you used to do. You told me to tremble, and I spend time now stuck on the puzzle.
Done. But there is one more thing that I want to do before I go, and it didn't feel right putting it on a list like this.
Doors, please.
We are arriving at Leopard Boulevard for launch.